Attention seniors. As of this week, the Social Security Administration has changed the rules. And if you're not paying attention, you could miss your benefits, have payments delayed, or even have your money sent to the wrong place. I'm attorney Susan Mitchell, and today I'm breaking down a major SSA phone policy change that affects how you update your bank account information. You need to know exactly what's changed, why they've done it, and what your safest options are going forward, because this rule takes away a convenience many of you have relied on for years. Please watch all the way to the end. I'll share the only 3 ways you can still update your banking info safely and legally. And before we start, comment below with the word safe if you want Social Security updates like this without the legal jargon. And of course, hit like and subscribe. It helps me get these urgent alerts out to more people like you. Part 1: The old rule, how it used to work. Let's start with how things used to be done, because understanding the old process is the only way to truly see how much this change will affect you. For decades, Social Security had a fairly straightforward method for handling direct deposit updates. If you needed to change the bank account your benefits were sent to, maybe you switched to a credit union, maybe your old bank was charging too many fees, or maybe your account was compromised, you could call SSA's national phone line, speak with a representative, answer their security questions, and provide your new routing and account number. And for a lot of seniors, this wasn't just convenient, it was essential. Not everyone can get to an SSA office easily. Many of my clients live in rural areas where the nearest Social Security office is an hour, sometimes 2 hours away. Public transport often non-existent. And while SSA has been pushing people toward online services for years, the reality is that plenty of seniors either don't have internet access, don't trust putting their financial information online, or simply aren't comfortable navigating government websites. The phone update option was a lifeline for these people. I've had widows in their late 80s call me in a panic because their bank closed their local branch and they had to open a new account. Being able to simply pick up the phone and fix their direct deposit saved them from going weeks without income. It wasn't perfect. Mistakes happened. I've seen cases where the wrong account number was entered and benefits bounced back. But overall it worked. It was human. You could speak to a real person, explain your situation, and get it fixed without leaving your home. That convenience is now gone. Part 2: The new rule. What changed? As of this week, the Social Security Administration will no longer allow you to update your bank account information over the phone. Not at all. Not even if you've been receiving benefits for 30 years. Not even if you've passed every single security question they've ever asked you. If you call and try, the representative will politely or sometimes not so politely tell you they cannot make the change and that you must either do it online through your My Social Security account, visit an SSA office in person, or mail in the proper form. Now, I know some of you are thinking, well, I'll just call and see if I can talk them into it. No, this isn't a matter of finding a helpful employee. The system they use has been updated so that phone representatives literally cannot enter your new banking details anymore. It's locked out. I've already had calls from frustrated clients who say they waited on hold for an hour only to be told they'd have to drive 50 miles to an SSA office. One gentleman in his late 7s had just moved to a new assisted living facility. His old account was closing in 10 days. In the past, he could have sorted it out over the phone in 5 minutes. Now he's scrambling to find a ride to an SSA office 2 towns over. This is not a temporary COVID policy. This is not a local office decision. This is a nationwide permanent change to how SSA processes banking updates. The phone method is gone for good. Part 3: Why SSA made this change. Why would they remove something so useful? According to SSA, it comes down to fraud prevention. Scammers have been targeting seniors with increasingly convincing phone calls. Some pretend to be SSA employees. Others claim to be from your bank or even Medicare, but the goal is the same. Get your personal details so they can reroute your benefits to a fraudulent account. Here's how it works. They'll call you from a spoof number that looks like it's coming from SSA. They'll say there's been suspicious activity with your account or that your payments have been temporarily suspended. Then they'll ask you to verify your bank details. You think you're talking to the real SSA, but you're actually handing your direct deposit information to a criminal. The scary part, data breaches have made it easier for these scammers to answer SSA security questions. They might already know your birth date, your address, even the last 4 digits of your social security number. That makes them much harder to detect over the phone. So SSA's solution is to cut off the channel entirely. No phone updates means no scammers convincing you to give them your bank info that way. In theory, it's a security win. But here's the problem. The fraudsters aren't going away. They'll just shift their tactics. Meanwhile, the people who are hurt most by this change are legitimate beneficiaries. Real seniors who've been using this service for years without issue. It's the classic case of the government trying to solve one problem but creating another. Part 4: How this could impact you. This new rule might feel like just another bureaucratic headache, but it's far more serious than that, especially for seniors who rely entirely on their Social Security benefits as their main source of income. Imagine this scenario. Your bank suddenly closes your account because of suspicious activity, or you decide to switch to a new bank with better fees or customer service. You call SSA like you always have, ready to update your direct deposits so your benefits keep flowing. But this time you get the shock. No one can update your account info over the phone. Now you face several problems. First, getting to an SSA office in person may not be simple. In many rural or suburban areas, offices are few and far between. You may not drive anymore, or you might not have a family member who can take you there quickly. Appointments are limited and wait times are long. This means you could be forced to wait days or weeks to update your info. Second, if you don't have an existing My Social Security online account, or if you find technology intimidating or inaccessible, you might struggle with the online process. Setting up an account requires email access, a cell phone or email for verification codes, and some computer literacy. Not everyone has these, especially older seniors who aren't tech-savvy, or don't have reliable internet. Third, mailing the update form can take even longer. Mail can be delayed, lost, or misplaced, and processing times at SSA vary. If your benefit payment tries to deposit into a closed account, it will bounce back to SSA and the whole system has to restart the payment process. That means weeks without money for seniors living paycheck to paycheck or managing fixed budgets. Even a delay of 1 week can cause serious hardship, missed rent, unpaid utilities, and inability to buy essentials like medication or groceries. This isn't just inconvenience. It's a real risk to your financial stability and peace of mind. Part 5: The only 3 ways to update your bank info now. So, with phone updates completely off the table, what can you do to make sure your Social Security benefits get to the right bank account without interruption? There are exactly 3 ways, no exceptions. The first is visiting your local Social Security office in person. This requires planning. You'll need to find your nearest office, confirm their hours, and bring valid government-issued photo ID, your new bank account information, and any supporting documents like a bank statement or voided check. While this may sound simple, for many seniors, it's a major challenge. Some SSA offices are located in government buildings with limited accessibility. Long wait times are common, and some offices require appointments scheduled weeks in advance. The second option is to update your bank info online through the My Social Security account portal. If you don't have an account, creating one means navigating identity verification steps that include confirming your identity with personal information, setting up multi-factor authentication, and remembering complex passwords. Many seniors find this process confusing or intimidating, and there's always the worry about security. Even though the SSA portal is highly secured, the fear of cyber threats can be real for those not familiar with online safety. Lastly, you can update your bank information by mailing in a completed Form 1199A, officially called the Direct Deposit Sign-Up Form. This is the most old-fashioned and slowest method. Processing can take several weeks, and mail delays can add to that. It's a fallback option when the other 2 aren't feasible, but definitely not recommended. If you need to change your deposit quickly, one thing is clear. If you hear someone on the phone offering to update your bank information, hang up immediately. It's a scam. SSA will never ask for bank details over the phone anymore. Part 6: How to protect yourself going forward. My strongest advice: don't wait until you have to change your bank info to prepare. This new rule is live now and it's permanent. If you haven't set up a My Social Security account yet, do it today. It might feel intimidating, but it's the safest and fastest way to manage your benefits, including updating banking info. Having it ready means you won't have to scramble if your bank changes. Make sure your family members or trusted helpers also know about this change. Seniors often rely on spouses or adult children to assist with financial matters, so everyone needs to be aware of the new rules. Keep the mailing address and phone number of your local SSA office handy so you can plan visits or send paperwork quickly. If possible, consider scheduling appointments ahead of time. Offices can be busy and this can save you time. Finally, be extra cautious with phone calls. Never give your banking or personal information to anyone over the phone unless you initiated the call through an official SSA contact method. Scammers are getting more sophisticated every day. Your Social Security benefits are a lifeline. Protect them like you would protect your own home or health. Being informed and prepared is your best defense.